All right. This video is going around, so we got to jump right into it. Before we get off to this review on this video and reaction to it, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. All right. Well, so it looks like Tim Cook has finally caved, and now he is his company, or not his company, but his company he is leading is investing here in America. So, a couple things. What does that mean? Does that mean prices for all of our Apple products are going to go up? I don't know. Maybe. But I thought this would be a good video to go ahead and react to, break it down, and let's just take it frame by frame.
Before we begin, I'd like to say a few words about the shooting at Fort Stewart in Georgia. As you know, 5 people were seriously wounded and 2 very, very seriously hurt around 11 o'clock this morning. The shooter is now in custody, and the Army Criminal Investigation Division is on site to ensure that the perpetrator of this atrocity, which is exactly what it is, will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. The entire nation is praying for the victims and their families, and hopefully they'll fully recover, and we can put this chapter behind, but we're not going to forget what happened. We're going to take very good care of this person that did this, horrible person. This afternoon, we're pleased to welcome to the White House one of the great and most esteemed business leaders and geniuses and innovators anywhere in the world, Apple CEO Tim Cook. It's an amazing job. Thanks as well to Secretary of the Treasury Scott Bessent and Secretary of Commerce Howard Lutnick for being here, wherever you may be. Oh, there you are. Hello, fellas. I missed you. Today, Apple is announcing that it will invest $600 billion, that's with a B, in the United States.
600 billion. That's a pretty little penny. But, Apple has it. They have a war chest that is, I remember at one point, this might have been back in, oh gosh. This is back when I almost actually worked for them. I want to say somewhere in 2015 or 16. I can't quite remember. I used to, for those of you who don't know, I'm from the Bay Area, grew up in the Bay Area, lived in Silicon Valley for a long time. And I had almost had an opportunity to go work for Apple, have friends and did it and all that stuff. I didn't do it. But at any rate, neither here nor there. Another story for another day. But I remember at that time, they had more money than our federal government in terms of actual assets or cash, whatever how you evaluate that. I just remember they had at that time a lot more money. At least that's what one of the execs was saying. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. So, and they've they've had money for years, for a long time. So anyway, they've also farmed out a lot of the work over the years. They have invested in, got to be fair, they've invested in other parts of the world a lot more than they have back home, which is, I don't want to say it's not fair or unfair, but now it looks like Trump isn't playing games. He wants everyone to come back home, invest the money home. Can't blame him for that. Bring those jobs or whatever those jobs you can home. And it looks like Kentucky and Michigan hit the lotto. So if you are an investor there, congratulations. If you're going to be anywhere near those factories, congratulations. You might have just hit the jackpot. So good for you. Let's continue.
It's over the next 4 years. That's $100 billion more than they were originally going to invest. And this is the largest investment Apple has ever made in America and anywhere else. And it's just an honor to have you. As you know, Apple's been an investor in other countries a little bit. I won't say which ones, but a couple. And they're coming home. $600 billion. It's the biggest there is. The company is also unveiling its ambitious new American manufacturing program, which will bring factories and assembly lines across our country all roaring to life. Areas that were not doing so well are doing very well. We have about $17 trillion coming into the United States, which is more than ever before. That's never even come close. There's never been anything like it. Even you, that's even a lot of money for you. But we have commitments of more than $17 trillion. That was as of a couple of weeks ago. These investments will directly create more than 20,000 brand new American jobs and many thousands more at the Apple suppliers like Corning, Broadcom, Texas Instruments, and Samsung, who all deal in that world. As part of this historic commitment, Apple will massively increase spending on its domestic supply chain for the iPhone and will build the largest and most sophisticated smart glass production line in the world in Harrodsburg, Kentucky, which is a great, actually, I did very well there. I like it because I see I did very well there. I did very well in Kentucky, but it's a great place. You're going to be very happy. I thought maybe while we're up, I'll interrupt my own speech by...
Listen, Trump is going to boast. If it's one thing he wants to do is, hey, I like it there, give him the money. Look, I don't see this as a lose for anyone. I think it's time to start building stuff here. Try and get most of our products here. We need to like stop manufacturing so much overseas. I'm not totally against it, but it is necessary, I believe, to have it here at home, because I don't know if you guys remember, but during the pandemic, it was hard to get baby food. And I just had my son, and they were importing it from, I don't remember whether, but it's like, why are we doing that? Why can't we build it here and make it right? So this is a good thing. And if you, like I said, if you own real estate in those areas, you may have just punched your ticket. So be on the lookout for that. And if you do, make sure you start looking at those areas, and if there's any properties that are selling, you might want to jump in on that, because if that happens, because I don't know all the details and logistics. Obviously, this is just coming out, but if they actually finish it and go through with it, because I know it's going to take a while to get a factory built. You just don't blink and then the factory is built. There's some work, especially Apple. And anyone who's ever been to their headquarters or campuses in the Bay Area there know, like, it's not going to be just a regular, thing. They're going to have clean rooms. They're going to have, you name it. So it's not going to be a car factory. It's going to be actual like chip and putting your phone. I actually don't know what they're going to do, but I assume if it's anything with Apple, they're going to, it's going to be done well. So I'll be curious to see what that is.
You might show them a little bit about the product that you're going to be doing in Kentucky, Tim.
Absolutely.
Oh, here we go.
Yes, please.
This box was made in the U.S., California. And this glass comes off the Corning line. It's engraved for President Trump. It's a unique
Coming with gifts
unit
in
of
hand.
one. It was designed by a U.S. Marine Corps corporal, a former one, that works at Apple now.
It's good. He's done well.
Designed it for you.
He's doing well.
And the base comes from Utah and is 24 karat gold. And it's
24K.
this.
Listen.
I'll take the liberty.
This is. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. This is a get down or lay down. And for those of you who know that reference, you know that reference. Tim Cook looked like he could about throw up a little bit. Listen, business is business. At the end of the day, you gotta make money. And look, again, investing in the country that has given so much to you and has done so much, I don't see a problem with that. I don't have a problem with this. It's about time we kind of get out of the habit of like shipping things out because it's cheaper. Obviously it's going to be cheaper, but we don't need to do everything. I'm not against, most of these things, but you've made your fortune. So, pay it forward.
Of setting it off.
Wow.
You coming bearing gifts.
Well, let's see. There we go. Congratulations,
Thank you
Mr.
very much.
President.
It's
Thank you so
fantastic.
much.
The great people of Kentucky. You're going to find it a great place to do business, too. It's fantastic. Isn't that nice?
Look at he. Oh, I know he's throwing up. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I think this is a good thing. I don't think it's bad. I, you know, that's just from what we know now. As this progresses, I would love to learn more and see what it is they're doing. But anyways, you guys let me know what you think in the comments. Think it's a good idea? Do you think our products, Apple products, are going to go up? Our laptops, our cell phones, etc. Let me know. Until then, see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the like button on your way out.